What's up, guys? Welcome to today's vlog. I am very tired because I was up super late last night, as you know if you watched the end of yesterday's vlog. After going to next door, we hung out for quite a while. What's up, everyone? Welcome to today's vlog. I got Josh here helping me out today. He's gonna test some more like Wii cables and everything. Super awesome. I'm starting to work on the stuff from a couple days ago. This like Genesis and Master System lot I gotta get into the inventory. And then the huge trade-in that you guys saw yesterday, I gotta work on that as well. It's 12 o'clock already, but only one person has come in. They didn't buy anything. So if today is slower, that's not gonna be bad because I need to work on this stuff and get it all done. So yeah, just gonna do that and let you know if anything comes in. And yeah. All right, guys, Josh has left. He was able to finish going through and he tested all the rest of the Wii cables and everything there. Super, super helpful. All we have left for Wii now is this little tub, which has a few controllers and nunchucks, but it's mostly just like wheels and stuff that need to be cleaned. So that's awesome. I got a little trade in here. Somebody traded in a copy of Mario 64. I gave them 20 bucks in store credit for it, and they used it to put towards getting the Bomberman online for the Dreamcast. So they got that. And then I got another trade in here. Big stack of filler, but Shaq Fu, and then all these ones. And then Final Fantasy 3 for DS, Terminator 2 for Game Boy. These controllers here. There was also like 6 Wii nunchucks, and then a big stack of disc-only games that I'm not going to bother going through them all, but the only like really good ones, there's Crash Bash, Crash 2, Crash Team Racing, Spyro the Dragon, Dino Crisis, Blazing Dragons, Resident Evil 3, Fatal Fury, Wild Ambition, another Resident Evil 3, Street Fighter Alpha 3, Wii Sports, and then it's just mainly PS1 filler titles. And then manual for Adventure Link, TurboGrafx manual for Ninja Spirit, and then Majora's Mask manual, another Majora's Mask manual, Ocarina, another Ocarina, another Ocarina, another Ocarina, and then a Jet Force Gemini manual. So those are the only trade-ins that we've gotten so far today, but I'm not complaining. It's way slower today so far, but that's a good thing. Sales are still pretty good. I'm about to hit my goal for the day, so that's fine. But it's been giving me time to go through some of this stuff. I got all the Master System and the Genesis stuff in, and I'm working on, you know, all this stuff, of course. So I actually just called and placed an order from a place called Green Tea Kitchen. It's a Chinese place that is really cheap, and it's pretty dang good food, and luckily they deliver, and they're not super far from here. They deliver anywhere in Vancouver. They will deliver 45 minutes away, all the way in, you know, northwest Vancouver if you want them to. So luckily they're not too far, so the delivery cost isn't that much for me. But I got some pork fried rice coming and some crab puffs, and I'm really hungry. But I'm just going to keep plugging away and getting this stuff done and wait for my food. And yeah, if anything else comes in, I'll be sure to let you guys know. Guys, I said in the last clip that it was a lot slower today. It is not slow now. I just had a ton of people in, sold a bunch of stuff. I probably made one of my biggest sales since opening. Someone's about to come in, so I'll tell you about it here in a minute, but it was awesome. All right, guys, the guy that was coming in, he got the Genesis collection for PS3. So, that big sale I made. So there was actually, well, I made a bunch of sales, but there was 2 that kind of stood out. So one couple, they came in and they're like, oh, we're looking to get an N64, and I was like, okay, cool, I'll grab one out of the back. And then they looked at the games and they're like, we'll get Pokemon Stadium 1 and 2. And I was like, okay, cool. And then they're like, I'm kind of thinking about Mario Kart, but it's a little expensive. And I was like, okay, no worries. Anything else? And then they came over here to where the Game Boy stuff is, and the guy's like, I'll get 1 each of the Pokemon games. And I was like, one of each of all of them? And he's like, yeah. And I was like, I wanted to make sure, so I was like, so you want one red, blue, yellow, gold, silver, crystal? And he's like, yep. So I picked out one of each of those for them. And then he's like, oh, I need to get a Game Boy system too. And he asked for a Game Boy Color. I showed him the one that's out there. And so he decided to go with a Game Boy Advance SP instead. And then they came back over. Oh, and then he's like, oh, we want to get 2 N64s. And we want to get 2 extra controllers too. So 2 systems, 4 controllers. And then after that, they went back to the N64 games. After I told him the total for everything, he's like, oh, I guess he had more money to spend. So we went out and picked out Paper Mario, which I got from Nick the other day. And then because they spent so much money, he got 2 of the $10 off coupons, and he used that to make Mario Kart cheaper, and he got that one. So it was almost a $600 sale, which was really crazy. The other one, another couple came in, and he got another Game Boy Advance SP. He got the 101 model, and then they got a 3DS charger because they had a 3DS at home with no charger, and then they picked out Pokemon Crystal, Ruby, Sapphire, and Fire Red. So that was another, decent sale right there. So doing pretty good. I got my Chinese food here, and it was delivered probably 45 minutes ago, but I haven't gotten to eat because there's been customers in. So now that it's empty, I'm going to dig in, and I'll see you guys in a bit. Hey guys, it's 7:30, and I'm still working on that stuff. As you can see, I got a lot of the thing cleaned off. That's the stuff over there that I've done so far. So I'm almost done with all the games, and I have the systems to enter in as well. All the Sega stuff that I did earlier, I got the price tags on, got them put out. I actually had to rearrange a few things in here because the Sega cabinet is the one right there. It's the very last one up against the wall, and the Pokemon Snap Station kind of blocks it a little bit. So unless you're like skinny or a kid, it's kind of tough for people to see those, especially the games that are on the bottom, because they were going all the way back, and it's just like so hard to read them. So I'm gonna flip the camera around and kind of show you what I did here. So as you can see, the back part of the cabinet is now empty, which is so much better because you can actually read most of these games. If you get up here on this shelf here, I took out all of the boxed Genesis games that were in here. I took out the boxed Master System and the Sega CD. So these are the good Genesis games, and then the 32X and Master System games that are loose. These are Game Gear. And then what I did is I put the Sega CD right there next to the Saturn games. There's only 2 of them. And then in the bottom of the Super Nintendo cabinet, I have the more expensive Genesis and Master System games with the cases. So I got those in there. And then over here on this shelf, I have the cheaper complete Master System games, and then the cheaper Genesis games there. And then these are just a bunch of sports games down here that just have nowhere else to go. So I rearranged a bit to, make some more room and everything, and I think it looks good. I have put some more things in here, made room and everything. So coming along nicely. I'm gonna finish working on this stuff, hopefully get it done before the end of today. Alright guys, game store is now closed. I'm going to head to the bank and deposit some cash and then head home. Abby has been using my car for the past few days to get back and forth to work because I guess the truck, the battery light's coming on, and she's worried that the alternator is going out, and she doesn't want to get stuck at work because it's not super close. So I'm gonna get going, and I'm going to go ahead and end the vlog here as well. Today was a pretty good day. We didn't have too many trade-ins, which is good after yesterday because I had, more trade-ins than ever before. And if you guys missed that vlog, I highly recommend checking it out. You kind of got to meet Josh earlier. Maybe he's camera shy, I'm not sure. But he is most likely going to be working at the game store at some point. He's helping me out right now. He just is like, volunteering to come in and help clean and test stuff, which is really, really awesome. Super, super helpful. So thank you to him. He's also a Patreon supporter. So super awesome. But I'm gonna head to the bank now and then get home. I wanna thank you guys so much for watching today's video. If you enjoyed, please smack the like button, leave a comment down below, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.